Stop saying you can't do it. Stop setting negative, limiting beliefs on yourself. You have to realize that your mind is a lot more powerful than you think. If you tell yourself an experience is negative, it's going to be negative. But if you can flip that on its head and be positive about even the failures that you have in your life, you're going to come out of it with a much more positive mindset, more growth oriented, and you're just going to be in a better fucking mood. I do this all the time. I'm constantly in my head saying negative things. I'm always overthinking every situation. And I think this is a big struggle for a lot of us. If you're watching this video, it's probably not because you don't like to think. It's probably because you're interested in thinking and exploring different opinions and learning and growing, hopefully. And you're probably like me. And so if you're a massive overthinker, unfortunately, a lot of the time it's negative. It's overthinking about the worries of our lives. It could be the things we have to do. It could be thinking about stuff in the future. It could be financial stress, whatever it is. If we label everything negatively, right? Whether that is your mood when you wake up throughout the day, a bad emotion that comes up, even a failure. If you label everything so negatively, you give it more fire, you give it more power. We need to spin it on its head and start thinking positively about the experiences we're feeling, such as, I'm feeling angry, and to know, like, I'm glad I'm feeling angry. Like, this anger is going to go away and I'm going to go back to feeling great. Like, that little mindset shift, it has profound effects on us. It's not nothing. It really isn't. Same thing when you wake up in the morning. You can choose to say, I'm tired, I had bad sleep, I had a bad Whoop score, whatever, your Fitbit sleep tracker score. Or you could choose to say, no, I'm energized. This is, I did the best I can. I'm up, I'm ready. I'm going to do everything that I can to have an energized, productive day. You're going to feel a lot better. At the bare minimum, you're going to be a little more positive, even if you're still tired. And so it's important that we don't label everything negatively. Here's a story about my friend who was telling me that he's been feeling depressed. And he was saying this to me in a group of our friends. And it became apparent after it was mentioned multiple times that he was playing weak, playing small. He was playing the victim. And yes, depression is real and it sucks. But this is a story about how what we tell ourselves, even if it's true, if we keep saying it, it's going to amplify. So when you amplify negativity, it's going to get worse and worse till it's unbearable. Another story is about me, and I was using the words I have to in regards to creating content, to growing my future. And my friend told me the next day, he sent me a voice note. He said, I heard you saying you have to a lot. And he told me a story about how when he was a professional poker player, he had a mindset coach. And this coach taught him that if you think you have to do things like studying, preparing, it becomes a chore and it becomes negative and it takes energy away from you, versus he was told to say, I want to do this. I want to study this. I want to prepare for the games. And he told me that I should be telling myself, I want to do this, right? So instead of it being dreary and a burden, now it's exciting, even though it's the same exact thing that I have to do. I want to do it. I want to put myself out there. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to grow. What you tell yourself becomes true, right? And I've been trying something out. When I wake up, I don't wake up instantly 1,000,000% ready to go. Like, you're going to feel a little bit tired, a little bit groggy. And I tell myself, I slept amazing. Today's going to be a good day. I'm going to be energized. I'm going to get the things done that I need to get done. And, I still get tired throughout the day. It's not like a magic pill. But I keep that positivity at the bare minimum, I say I'm happy to be tired. I'm happy to be working, to be doing something, to be growing. It's better than having energy and doing nothing, having nothing to do, being nowhere, not getting better. And so I've shifted how I talk to myself. I want to be doing these things. If you tell yourself you're small, then you'll be small. If you tell yourself you're a giant and think like a giant and act like a giant, then you'll be indistinguishable from one. I mean, I think a really good example of this is a guy who has a girl that's so out of his league, or one that approaches a woman that's sort of his league, and everyone goes, "Whoa, like, what does he think he's doing?" He is believing in himself more than everybody around him does. And that woman who he approaches is going to think twice about saying no to this guy, rejecting him, because clearly he's got something. He was able to defy all odds, step out of his comfort zone immensely to a woman that is, his better, in whatever means we're talking about. And that plays out in other areas of our life. If you value yourself highly, if you're positive about yourself, you've heard fake it till you make it. If you really believe in yourself, you're going to be more successful. People around you are going to think you're more successful. They're going to think you know more than maybe you actually do. It really matters that we have this positive belief. I mean, you could call it an arrogance and overconfidence, right? When you know you're tired and you're lying to yourself that, hey, I'm not tired, you're lying, but it's for a positive benefit. It's to trick your mind into positivity rather than dwelling on the negatives. And we need to get into more of this, call it brain hacks, whatever you want to call it. We got to trick ourselves for the better. We have to believe in ourselves more than everyone else believes in ourselves, right? Limiting beliefs will be the death of you. Limiting beliefs are the reason you think about something and not take action on it. The last story I'll share, I'll put this publicly out there, is I want to start filming content where I interview people, and I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking about how it'll be awkward, and then it just dawned on me today. It's like that's quite literally what it has to be. It has to be stressful. It has to be awkward. It has to be weird, and it's not something I have to do. Like I mentioned in the story, it's something I want to do. I want to be uncomfortable, to film cool content, to learn and grow and get out of my comfort zone. I want to do that, and I'm gonna, and you're gonna see it. If I say it enough times publicly, I'll have to do it. So start lying to yourself till you're happy.